Hi guys, at last I went bathing and I want to talk about Alpha in Lona, or who are they and related to me as angel coming here to this earth and experiencing human, not only experiencing but representing something. Which is this Luna and Alpha? I mean the Alpha or Luna, or the people is the Luna or Alpha. Between the relationship is not good. So I'm going to give an example of if you are not compensated in the relationship itself. Well, it's like consequences and karma itself, which is what you will experience if you did to this person. Even though it's simple thing that you mistreat a person, it will happen to you. And it's actually more than 10 times. Abusive is always, the consequences is someone will do it to you. As simple as that explanation. But no one's believing me. That's why at last I came to an messenger, or who once is talking. So I'll give you the video.
Whatever they did to you is now happening to them. If they were very avoidant and dismissive and rude towards you, they are now dealing with a person who is just as avoidant and dismissive and rude. I feel like this person, their karma for mistreating you was walking towards a person who was exactly like them. Maybe not like all of them, but exactly like their shadow self. And I feel like that's the way that this person is going to have to learn how painful that it was when they did this thing to you, when they treated you poorly, when they were avoidant towards you, when they were rude towards you, when they discarded you. They're going to have to learn through another person how much that pained you. Because honestly, that's the only way that this person is going to learn. I feel like this person had such a big ego and they always thought that they were right. They thought that they could do no wrong. They always projected their shortcomings onto you. So Spirit had to sit them down and say, okay, you thought that the collective was this, and this, and this, and this, and this, when really it's yourself. So let's bring a person into your life who is exactly the embodiment of your own shadow self to see how you would like it to be treated like you treat other people. That's sometimes how karma works. It doesn't always happen right away, but you will inevitably meet someone who will treat you the same way that you treated other people, and that's what is happening to this person. And I feel like they're not necessarily, it's not clocking to them that this person is treating them the same way that they treated you. But after some reflection and after some time passes, God knows how long it's going to be because this person has a big ego, but after some time passes, they're going to realize one day, oh my God, the way that I'm being treated is exactly how I treated so-and-so. Huh, crazy. Yeah. And a lot of y'all warned them too. Like, you tried to tell them, like, hey, listen, like, that person's gonna be your karma. Or if you keep moving like this, like, you're gonna have to learn the hard way. And they didn't want to listen. They just wanted to do what they wanted to do. So Spirit's gonna sit them down and say, okay, here's you in another body. You know how they say that quote, integrate your shadow self or you will end up dating it? This person refused to integrate their shadow and now they are dating it. And now they are beginning to see exactly how they treated you because another person is treating them that way and they don't like it very much. They're really like anxious and upset and hurt by this person and trying to make it work just like you were. Just like you were. It's like an Uno reverse. Now they're feeling desperate. Now they're feeling discarded. Now they're feeling like they're doing everything to make it work and nothing is good enough. Yeah, that's what you did to the collective. You should have appreciated the blessing when you had it. But oh well, collective, I was just here to deliver the message that they are indeed going to get their karma through another person because they did not integrate their shadow self, so they ended up dating it. Signing off, Kay the Alchemist. Follow for more tea. I love you guys. Keep on being the beautiful kings and queens, theys and thems that you are.
Did you even understand? So, because I tried selling that to a person because you're doing this to me. That's why this is happening to you. Some people doesn't believe that part because they think that what they are doing to you is not, it's good. I mean, that it won't affect them. But in some quite instance, maybe there are some realization. That's why maybe that person is it's like quite being good to you, but at the same time they are coming back to who they are. That's an example of a corrupted person or something wrong about the personality development also, especially if that person came from a pains and trauma. I came from pains and traumas, but I still consider something. There is really is wrong from human being that should be fixed, and that will be fixed from the start of this moment that is awakening. Then the things that they will produce will start to be fixed in their DNA genes like that. Those babies that will come in the future. So by experiencing as the alpha or Luna to my Luna or Alpha, which is the people, not quite good. The discarding, the disrespect, the abusive, even saying you are like this, you are like that. Even trying to say who am I before as the first angel. I can say it's fear, awkward, but the thing is, spirit knows. It's evidence of denial. It's evidence of doesn't want to believe. It's an evidence of looking down. It's an evidence of your worthless of who you are now, and you are comparing yourself to that angel. And if you explain, dig more about why should that situation or why should be your life be like that, a wistful person like this, what's happening? Even the message that I'm talking, why should I embody a wistful person to see what should be seen and said what to be said? Everything has a reason, and he still doesn't believe it. That's a quite evidence of totally only materialistic world, which is seeing only who you are, what you embody in materialistic world, and what they say in physical, which is if they see you like it's easy as me as person when they look at me up and down from two to head to toe, as it's like easy to do any kinds of mens, like it's easy to abuse, it's easy to use, it's easy to discard, it's easy to like that. There's a lot of people like that. So you will experience what you do to others because others people doesn't still believe in bad consequences and bad karma. And now observe yourself. So I remove myself as your alpha and Luna. You yourself is your alpha and Luna. That's why there's an energy that is still connecting. So I cut that part. I know you are seeing a lot of series or movies about Alpha and Luna. And when the Alpha rejected the Luna, there's something that will happen. The connection will be cut and it's very hurtful. I know people will feel that one, and there will be a situation that will the meaning will be, who do you think you are to reject as being my Alpha or Luna? Who you think you are to disregard our relationship as being Luna and Alpha? You don't have the right, and they cannot see themselves. How they disrespect the connection itself. Spirit knows. I talk I talk different, but you consciously don't understand, but your spirit understand it subconsciously. What I'm talking. That's why it seems so familiar, but it's awkward to you when you are hearing these kinds of talk. You even understand the movie of Alpha and Luna, but you don't understand this part. Well, you're denying it. So the act of representative of the collective today is, because we are representing that part also, is being an Alpha and Luna itself. So you have to do that part also to recognize the Alpha and Luna relationship of both sides. Because all the time people are too spoiled that they are always getting what they wanted. They know that one. Spirit knows. And this one also, why crisis is happening, which is the way they project their miserable life to someone who is innocent. I'm experiencing that one also. The way they project their insecurities, envy, and jealousy, they will experience that kind of also. I hope they can carry that one. Seeing someone who is jealous to you and you are you didn't do anything to provoke that jealousy. It's they themselves is provoking that to themselves. A person that used to be the ones always projecting the envy and jealousy and they will experience to others, well, I guess a chaos. The shift will come, and no other weapon will be against that one. That shift, they will experience that themselves 10 times fold, and the insecurities, and for us that experiencing and thinking, why is people always doing these kinds of projecting and feeling to us, and we are just here living a life, a peaceful life as much as possible. But here we are experiencing something to a person. They themselves will experience that also. In every bankruptcy that we will experience, you will experience it also more than as they don't accept you, they will be more not be accepted soon. The shift is already happening because people is awakening of the reality, which is the right and what should not be done. But still, some people is continuing the old style, which is the wrong being of human, the wrong side. Good luck to them. How do will sell? How do they will save themselves? Well, accountability is the best. Reflection, trying its best, even the hardest way, to change themselves from who they are before, which is being bad. Cleansing their selfish ego to healthy ego. Their pride to be healthy pride. With that dignity, moral value, characteristic manners, attitudes, qualities, character, etc. Fixing themselves the proper way. Because us that knows those parts is not hard actually. It's only hard because of wrong people that's coming around in making it unlock. So if you are revolving in a dominant bad community, I guess seems so familiar. The waiting is quite not that easy. We will always experience the mistreat, the bad feelings, the bankruptcy. But let's carry on because what everything that we will experience is soon. We'll experience those people that went against us. Confirmation. But it's quite hard also to wait. But as you experience this that kind of hardship on the way, there we when the total shift will totally happen 100% because it's already getting there. It's only a little bit small percentage to happen. I guess another advice and motivation to itself also that you can do it even though it's hard. Yes, even though I'm sulking with my relationship to God, I can say I won't deprive you to say that make your relationship more stronger to Him because His protection is the ultimate. Yeah, my feeling is having of hardship to say this one, but I won't deprive to say that one. That's the difference of you still think for your fellow and the person that doesn't totally think of its fellow. Even though you are having a problem in a relationship, like in marriage, that's the feeling maybe it's of being a mother or a father, a real mother and a father. That even though both of you fight, you needed to be okay in front of that child. Because at the end, you're still a family. Even though the quarrels, the problems the misunderstanding of the father and mother didn't get fixed, I mean, in front of a child, they should act as the real father and mother. That's a mature way or action. Not like this generation. Everything is affected, even the child. If you know what I mean. So the decision is the decision itself from the moment, from this moment. Every time, actually. No one is holding our own decisions. And a warning, this is a warning also on those people that still continuing to be against me or someone who is a very considerate person. They would be not my Luna or Alpha already. Rejection 100%. Because adjusting to someone that doesn't know how to adjust, or trying your best to fix something but the other party doesn't want to fix, as we are to God. God is our Alpha, we are the Luna. That's why in Revelation, there's a marriage that is being uttered. God is our Alpha, we are the Luna, and if we reject Him as our Alpha, totally the connection will be cut. And that's hurtful, right? Because you will totally 100% remove yourself from the protection also. And Alpha always protect. That's the message of that movie also, or series of that wolf. Maybe they only put that as a like that, but that's the meaning actually in spiritual, or even the vampire, right? You kill the connection, you kill everything. You cut the connection, you will cut everything. That's the message. Plus consequences and karma, which is when you remove the protection, everything will happen to you. Like anyone can control you to do something. Then at the end, the impierno will be successful in getting your soul, and even experience an ending suffering at that impierno, because there are some people that doesn't still believe in impierno. Yes, there is a hell that is happening consciously while we are living. That's why there are some in our life situation we are experiencing suffering within, and heaven also, which is we remove ourselves from the suffering within the consciousness, but they don't still believe on the after death. That is also real. The different kinds of hell. That is only one of hell when when we are still living in this earth. The physical hell is someone is doing bad to us. But there are two different kinds of that hell that someone is doing to us. Dragging down us with them actually, because they are already on hell. That's why they are projecting their evilness to someone. For someone to be dragged with them on that hell afterlife. Then someone is doing bad to them, as someone is as they are doing bad to others also. They drag one another. Except there are some people that doesn't allow it and experiencing hell to that hell person. And those people that experiencing hell to someone, it's up to you to fight not to be dragged in that hell also. The self itself is the one who will decide, which is protecting yourself by recognizing God in your life. The two different kinds of people, the two different kinds of hell that people projecting to action. So this Alpha in Luna, quite weird relationship, but it's real. This is one of the example of different kinds of relationship. I can say this is what the preacher is to people is experiencing also. The preacher is the Alpha or Luna, then the people is the Alpha or Luna. I can say the preacher is the Alpha itself because it's trying its best to say something, but the Luna is not hearing, so the connection is cut or totally removed. So, the preacher or the messenger or the prophet, then some still is trying to connect with that Alpha and Luna connection of relationship between the Alpha and Omega that is revolving in themselves, the good and evil, trying to its best to fight that evilness in themselves. So, I hope you understand something. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, click the bell notification, comment if you want, and share my next videos.